How's it going, crazy koalas, and welcome back to the channel. We have another deck upgrade, but this is not our typical 10 in 10 out deck upgrade. This came from a request from a Patreon, Kendra, you rock. So 10 in 10 out series brings a lot of hype, but what we have today is the Gardevoir League Battle Deck. Now, the Gardevoir League Battle Deck was peak at its release and a phenomenal deck straight off the shelf. But we have a whole bunch of cards that has been rotated, which makes this deck unplayable in tournament structures today. So what we are going to be doing is making this deck functional, cutting out the things that are unplayable, adding the stuff in that are now playable to make this deck a beautiful running engine again, and we'll be keeping it at just that. Just functionality. There will be a Break the Bank episode where I go a little bit deeper into some of the more advanced upgrades and key strategy guide for this deck, and you need to subscribe to catch that. But before we get into the nitty gritty about what we're taking out and what we're putting back in, here's a message from our sponsors. This video is sponsored by Solarpop, South Africa's premier importer of board games and toys and TCGs. Go check out their socials in the description below. Solarpop, go play. Alright, so let's start this video by focusing on what we need to take out of the deck. We need to take out a Cresselia, we need to take out a Radiant Greninja, because unfortunately that's not legal anymore either. This missing sleeve is for a Luminion V, so let's put one over there. Unfortunately, it seems like Baby Koala has claimed that card for herself and I can't find it anywhere. We've got the play set of Curliers that need to be removed from Silver Tempest. We've got the play set of Ralts, also from Silver Tempest. And for the sake of this video, we're going to be cutting out a Jacques, and we're also going to be cutting out 3 Psychic Energies, and I'll explain why. On to the additions. For the Psychic Energies, we're going to be putting in 3 Dark Energies. And that is simply because we will be deciding to add in a very strong tech card for Gardevoir, which is the Monkey Dory with the Adrenabrain ability. We need to get some new Ralts, so we've got 3 of the Ralts from Scarlet and Violet or Paldean Fates. 1 Curlier for this build in particular. We're going to add a Screamtail because it's an amazing attacker, as well as adding 2 Earthen Vessel, 2 Night Stretcher, and we'll also be adding a Secret Box as well. So let's have a look at what the total deck looks like altogether. Alright, starting off with the Pokemon, we have 3 copies of Ralts, a copy of Curlier, and we have 3 copies of Gardevoir that came standard in the deck. We have got 3 copies of Drifloon, we have got 2 copies of Monkey Dory, a copy of Screamtail, and then the deck also came with a copy of Mew EX. Moving on to our trainer cards, we've got 2 copies of Artisan, we have 4 copies of Iono, we have got 3 copies of Professor's Research, 2 copies of Arven, unfortunately, 2 copies of Boss's Orders for our supporters. Then heading on to the items, we've got 4 copies of Nest Ball, we have 4 copies of Ultra Ball. The deck came with a handsome 3 copies of Rare Candy, which is why we are only playing the 1 Ralts, 2 copies of Night Stretcher, 2 copies of Earthen Vessel, we've got a Super Rod, and we have Secret Box for the last of the items. And to wrap out the trainer cards, we have 3 copies of Bravery Charm to make that Drifloon hit some big damage. Onto the energies, we are playing 3, 6, 9, 10 Psychic Energies, and the 3 Dark Energies were added so that Monkey Dory can use its ability. So let's have a look at the deck as a whole quickly. A little too many Psychic Energies, but unfortunately we worked with what we could. If we have a look at the whole, outside of the Dark Energies, we only replaced 12 cards. It was the 3 Ralts and a Curlier, the 2 Monkey Dory and a Screamtail, 2 Night Stretcher, 2 Earthen Vessel, and a Secret Box. So all in all, this is a very budget upgrade, and it gets us to a playable state as quick as we can, which is what this video was all about. And there you have it, guys. Deck is done and ready to be played. So go out and get your upgrades today. Do this and give it a run, and let me know in the comments what you think about these upgrades. While you're at it, let me know which upgrades you would like to see next. Maybe you have a deck from pre-rotation that you cannot play anymore and you would like me to guide you along the way to make it a playable, strong, robust deck again. So let me know. Big shout out to the sponsors once again, Solarpop. You can find their socials in the description below. And while you're there, go check out mine. Instagram, Facebook at Kuna Koala, twitch.tv/Kuna Koala, where I'm trying to get a schedule back again. And while you're there, sign up for the Patreon program so you get this, a little video dedicated to you. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I did. I love this content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers. I would like to give a shout out to all of my Patreons. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. No matter what the tier is, no matter how long you've been a Patreon for, I appreciate you.